Guys, the Giants, coming into the season, everybody thought they'd be one of the worst teams in the league. They're off to an 0-2 start. I had New York sports talk legend Mike Francesa on with me, and he was like, yeah, the Browns are going to win, and the Giants may be like 0-6, 0-7 if you look at their schedule. By the way, check out that video if you haven't seen it, my interview with Mike. He highly praises both Cleveland and the Browns. He said in this interview that he thinks Cleveland right now is the toughest place to play on the road for any team. Which I don't know if I agree with him, but from somebody outside of Cleveland,
Kansas City?
That was his opinion. Just because he said the Browns are so tough and physical defensively.
Oh, okay. Well, I can understand
that he thinks it beats teams get beat up physically playing the Browns.
I can understand
and it takes a few weeks to recover. That's his opinion. The guy's been covering the NFL forever. If I don't know, Ty, first let me ask you this: do teams really ever take teams lightly? Does that really happen?
This ain't college. You can't take nobody lightly. The NFL is so weird, and every game is close. I mean, they just lost last week by a field goal. Yeah. And the first week, I don't even remember what they scored. Did they get blown out?
They got blown out by
Minnesota.
Okay, yeah. So that very seldomly do you see teams really getting blown out like that anyway. So you can't take anybody lightly because they got Malik Neighbors. They got Devin Singletary, who, if you take them lightly, they will.
Yeah, he's a solid player.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think that nobody goes into the game thinking, oh, yeah, we about to blow these guys out. We're going to be sitting out in the third, fourth quarter. Like, no, that's a college mentality.
Right. I just always think about this trap game, and I generally don't buy that. And in this case,
if anything, you better be thinking about, I'm about to run my stats up. I'm trying to get paid. Let me get some stats out here.
And in this case, like, let's say the Browns were playing the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Ravens next week. Maybe there's something to that you're looking ahead. Maybe. I don't know. But they're playing the Raiders. It's not like they're playing a rival next week either. So I just don't buy that at all. And like you said, nobody should take anybody lightly in the NFL. And the Browns are certainly not good enough.
I'm about to say they haven't put up a performance yet that's been completely dominant for 4 quarters.
49ers just lost to the Vikings last week.
That's what I'm saying. So, like, no.
As you said, the NFL, there's no Akrons on the schedule.
Yeah. And what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to, if the Cleveland Browns win this game, this is the thing I hate. And I don't know if y'all feel the same way. This irks me to no ends of the earth. When they play these games, right, and they go out there and say, for instance, your team looks good in that win. Mm-hmm. Before the game, it was, this is a pretty good team. They got a good defense. This should be a tough battle. You beat them. Well, listen, I don't know how much we can take from that because that team looks like they're about to just tank it and they look horrible. Their coach is going to get fired. And how good really are they? No, people. We are not going to do this no more. Like, I'm taking it week by week. If we go out there and play against the Giants, I don't care if it's the Giants, the Jaguars, or St. Ignatius. If you on the schedule, you getting paid, I'm taking advantage of that, and we're going to try to win these football games. And for the Browns, we got a bunch of stuff we working on offensively. We got a bunch of things that we want to get guys. We need to get Amari Cooper ready to go. Deshaun Watson needs to continue to work. The offensive line need to clean up penalties. The play calling and Coach Kevin Stefanski, clock management, things like that. Having a successful drive after the first 15 plays. We need to clean up all of that.
Yeah.
And we coming out here playing the Giants. I'm not about to discount none of that if they do take care of some of those different things because the Giants are supposed to suck. No one sucks.
There's no denying that if you beat a really good team or a team you think is really good, that's more impressive.
Yeah.
I'm going to take more out of a win over the Ravens or the Bengals than I am going to take out of one of the Giants. More. Mm-hmm. But to say you take nothing out of that, that's stupid. The only time I could ever make that argument in the NFL is maybe the last week of the season, sitting all their guys.
Yeah.
Outside of that, I would never do that. Again, like a blowout in the NFL is winning by 17 points.
Right. Yeah.
In college, a blowout's winning by 60 or 50 or 40. The Browns are favored by 6.5 points. When Ohio State play, who's Ohio State playing this week?
Marshall, 39.5.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Like if Ohio State
39.5.
Ohio State. I'm not going to learn anything about Ohio State this week. I'm not learning anything about Ohio State.
No.
But the Browns They're at home and only a 6.5-point favorite, which means if they were playing at Giant Stadium, they'd be like a 2-point favorite, the Browns. It's not like they're that much better than the Giants. They're better. I think we'd all agree on that. Giants could win this game. It's ridiculous to think they couldn't.
Well, I mean, depending on how that offense look, because, I mean, yes, we've seen the Browns play bad one week. Yeah. Then we've seen them play good. I wouldn't say good, decently.
But even the way they played good, they didn't score that many points.
Exactly. So it's like, as a Browns fan, I still don't know exactly what I'm getting. Right. I still don't know which version of the Browns are they. One of them is realer than the other one. So I'm hoping that everything is good. I know that they're going to play hard because the first showing at home against Dallas was embarrassing. So they want to come back and they want to get their shine back at home in front of their fans. So I know they're going to play hard, but I can't go out there and guarantee that it's going to look good because they haven't done it for weeks consistently yet.
Hey, McNuggets. Hey, yo,
what's up?
Hey, listen, I don't want to derail you. I gotta ask these two because they was not here yesterday.
No.
You
wasn't here yesterday?
No, he wasn't here. He was ill. Sean King came on, right? And Sean King had such a masterful oration and broke it down so crazy on the film that 2 of our panel members flip-flopped. We had 2 panel members cross over to the dark side.
Jay and Dustin?
Jay and Dustin. Now, I asked them yesterday.
What you mean?
I asked them yesterday because I was sensing it, and I said, hold on. Let me get this right. We started talking about Alabama quarterbacks and who was good and who ain't good. And they said, and I asked them point blank, I said, so are you saying Deshaun Watson, would you take Jalen Hurts or Tua over Deshaun Watson?
Now or back in college?
Today, I asked Jay Crawford.
Did you ask Sean King that?
No, Sean King started the conversation by saying that Deshaun Watson is more talented than 80% of the rest of the quarterbacks in the league.
Okay.
Once he said that, I said, well, listen, hey, Jay, it seems like he thought he played okay. Now, we talk about who good and who ain't. Would you take Deshaun Watson or would you take Tua
right
or
now,
Jalen Hurts?
If I had to make a decision today,
yeah,
I would take Jalen Hurts, then Deshaun, then Tua.
Jay Crawford said, I'm not taking neither one of them over Deshaun Watson. I then turned to my buddy and said, what's going on, Dustin? It seems like he said he was playing okay. Would you take Tua or Jalen Hurts over Deshaun Watson? He said no. He also said it. Wow. McNuggets said it was a preference. So I'm trying to figure this out. So I'm trying to.
2 weeks ago,
2 weeks ago,
they were writing them off.
Jason Lloyd said 2 weeks ago, I seen enough. We got to go. It was the creme de la creme.
I would not take him over Jalen Hurts right now, would you?
I'm confused.
Would I take Deshaun over Jalen Hurts? I'm not a big Jalen Hurts fan.
What would change? I mean, listen, and I defended Deshaun. He played a decent game last week.
See, but this the thing, though. Yeah. This the thing.
Okay. See?
I personally would take Deshaun over Jalen Hurts because I feel like if Deshaun was in with that receivers core that they got over there, I think he'd be good. I think he'd be fine in that system.
All I know is he hasn't played well for a few years.
I agree to that statement. Yes,
now, he did play better last week.
I agree to that statement. Yes.
So how can he be? So my question is to the chat and everybody involved. How can Deshaun Watson be a bottom 10 quarterback if you say you would not take Jalen Hurts, who's been in the Super Bowl, Tua, who throws for 4,000 yards?
I just wouldn't take Tua because I'm writing Tua off.
We took concussions out of it for the
concussions are gone.
Oh, well, you didn't say that.
Concussions gone. We even gave him that one too. Concussions gone.
Oh, if you told me he was going to be healthy, I'd take Tua right now over Deshaun.
That
for me.
To me, Bull. It was so. I just had to ask you because that says a lot. How can you say then that Deshaun Watson, if you don't believe in him, when you wouldn't take Hurts or Tua over him?
Yeah, and I'm shocked by Jay because he's been more negative on Deshaun than anybody.
He says he said he still believes he has something in there. It was
we've been. Never mind.
It was on tape. I just had to ask.
That's weird.
I had to ask my fellow cohorts.
Yeah.
If you want to hear some of the Sean King
Go back and
film
watch that.
breakdowns,
Yeah.
check out the YouTube clip we had with Sean King. His interview yesterday was terrific. I posted 3 of the 4 clips from the film breakdown on my Twitter.
Yeah.
I've retweeted it on UCSS if you want to go find the actual film breakdowns. We'll be doing that every week with Sean.